Hello everybody, how are you doing today? My name's Gaz from EnglishWithGaz.com. Thanks a lot for joining me. Today I'd like to discuss vocabulary connected to the word hand. Let's take a look. So we're going to begin with looking at some nouns, and first of all, our little fingers. Many people don't know what the names for fingers in English, so let's start there. So this is actually my left hand that you're looking at. Put it on there. So as you would look at it, kind of like this. So the outside finger, the smallest finger, in English we call it the little finger. The next finger in, try to imagine this mirrored the other way around, is this finger. It's my ring finger. Always the same, left hand, right hand, it doesn't matter. This is your ring finger. I'll keep it this way around, but this finger is the middle finger, and we very well know what this is used for. And next to that is our index finger. Sometimes you'll hear it called a pointing finger. Americans, I believe, would generally say pointing finger. In British English, it's an index finger. And last but not least is our thumb. Not a finger, but it's our thumb. So there we go. So there are our 5 nouns connected to the hand. Let's take a look at the verbs. And yes, okay, the first one, number 1, is to punch. Now this is an action involving your arm, shoulders, whole of your upper body, but still it involves our hand. So this is our hand and we punch with our hand. Number 2 on that list would be a slap. Now we slap with the inside, the palm of our hand. This is our palm. Actually, let me write that one down for you. This is useful as well, so I'll just put this one on here. Palm. P-A-L-M as an additional. And actually also there's another word I can teach you. If you take all your fingers and you squeeze them together like this to punch somebody, this is called your fist. Actually, we're going to talk about the word fist later. So let's wait until then. So we've got number 1 to punch, number 2 to slap with our palm. Number 3 would be to point with a finger. Number 4 is to poke with a finger. And number 5 is to swat. Now we slap with the palm of our hand, but if you're being pestered by a mosquito or a fly or an insect, we swat it away. Swat it away with the outside of our hand. Swat it away. Punch, slap, point, poke and swat. I'll just move over here. Actually, before I do that, let's look at the adjective I've written down. Sorry, I can't decide if I'm coming or going today. And the adjective I've written down is handy. So handy just means convenient, useful. Let me think of an example of something handy. I can't think of an example of something handy at this exact moment in time, but generally speaking, handy is something that's convenient. So if you go to the toilet, a public toilet, you need to wash your hands, it's handy that there's always some hand soap in the toilet. There we go, my mind went blank, but handy. But we can also use this word to describe somebody who's good at something. So you might have heard the word before, handyman. So a handyman is someone who's got a wide range of skills who can fix many problems. So if your fridge breaks down or you need some gardening doing, you might call a handyman to take care of jobs around the house. So that's our adjective, handy. Now I'll move over here. And I wanted to show you some phrasal verbs. So the first one is to hand down, hand something down. I have 2 children, 2 boys, and unfortunately my youngest child, Frederick, he often gets things handed down to him from his brother, because obviously his older brother finishes using them, no longer needs them, grows out of them, and hands them down to his younger brother. So hand down is to pass something down or pass something on to somebody else, to hand it down to somebody. This doesn't necessarily just mean children and children's things. Parents, for example, well, I suppose it is still children. In the sense of a small child, a parent can hand something down to a child. Think of an elderly parent handing something down, money, for example, inheritance. They can hand something down to somebody below them. It's most important to understand that when you hand something down, that's what you're doing. You're passing it down usually to somebody younger than you. Number 2, To hand out. So I'm a teacher. I spent many years working in classrooms, and I would always come along with worksheets ready to hand out to people. So at the beginning of the class, or when we got to the certain activity, I would hand out the worksheets and give everybody a worksheet. Hand out. And then when the students completed the worksheet, they would hand it in to me, to give it back to me. There's another way we can use hand in, a little bit abstract, but we can say to hand yourself in, or different word, but turn yourself in. So if you've been naughty and you've done something illegal and something criminal, and the police are looking for you, you may choose to hand yourself in. So to go to the police voluntarily by yourself and hand yourself in for arrest. So there are our phrasal verbs. Now I'll come back over here and we'll look at our idioms connected to the word hand. So number one is to force somebody's hand. Now this means to make somebody do something that they don't really want to do, that they are unwilling to do. So you might bribe somebody, try to give them money to do something, to force their hand, to get them to do what you want them to do, what they don't want to do, if that makes sense. Number two is hand over fist. Let's just look at this noun here, fist. So fist, like I said, if you put all your fingers together and clench them, you get a fist. And when you punch somebody with your fist. So hand over fist as an idiom means to do something very fast, very quickly. So for example, I suppose to be topical, at the moment toilet roll is selling out of the shops, hand over fist, very fast. And the third and final idiom I'd like to share with you is to get your hands dirty. This means to do something that you don't really want to do, but it's necessary, so you've got to get your hands dirty. It doesn't mean in the literal sense of getting your hands dirty, it just usually means a task that you don't really want to do or you find unpleasant. For example, hi Gaz, I'm sorry, I know you're busy, but I need you to send 10,000 emails to all of our clients by the end of tomorrow. Great. I don't want to do it. Get your hands dirty, eh, sunshine? But I've got to do it. I don't want to, but I have to. I have to get my hands dirty, roll up my sleeves, get on with the job, and get my hands dirty. So there we go. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you very much for watching. What I will do now, I'll write up all of this vocabulary and I'll put it in the description underneath the video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll make videos like this every week, as well as my weekly vlog and other videos to help you learn English. And yeah, that's all really. One more thing I'd like to say is this is my website, englishwithgaz.com. If you are interested in taking one-on-one lessons, I do offer those. So make your way to my website, check it out. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and all the best. Bye bye.